Who's the intro? I think it's mine. I think it's my intro.
Yes, it's yours.
I can't remember. Okay, well, we're doing it this way anyway. Greetings, one and all, to this week's episode of Tenno Clock, where we fumble around like complete utter morons. Even though Loz is the one that's actually currently playing the game right now, my brain can't work. Who knows?
You see, if we were professional, I'd like stop the recording. We'd start again and be like, okay, and then yes, you're definitely starting. Let's do this professionally this time. No, we don't do that. No, not at all. In fact, this week I haven't even got a chance to record footage, so we're just doing this live. This is just I'm just recording as we play. What shall I do? Let's go sacrifice some things, you know.
Let's have you never shake the camera like that ever again.
Well, that's how I melee, so it's gonna.
But oh god, please
don't. That's what.
Right. First thing, emblems. So let's get.
I have to push a button, don't I?
Yep.
Where is that? That is that. Look at that.
Yeah, there you
right.
Go. So we got some emblems. So I'm a little worried about this episode, but yeah. So we got some lovely emblems on screen.
We just go with the man.
I'm gonna
do it live
because
do it live.
I'm going to say mine wins because it's axes and lure.
I think mine's a lost reference. Thus it loses because it's a lost reference.
I wouldn't know.
I think it is.
I've never seen Lost.
Me neither, but
Have
I
you
think
seen
it
Lost?
is. No, but I remember to a fancy dress party, a friend bought some like bottles that he printed labels on, and they had this weird like hexagonal white and black thing. Didn't have the. I don't think it had the red skull in the middle though. But I think it's a lost reference. It loses because it might be a lost reference, and that's good enough to lose. It's lost.
Right.
Bolt. No, I don't want
well, if you want a chance to win 75 platinum for your platform of choice, go in the description below. Well, you'll find the polls, episode questions, Magoobas, Google form. Go there, fill in the form, make sure you get your in-game name correct. Otherwise, DE won't be able to find you. You guys set your platform as well, and you will be in for a chance to win 75 platinum. Consoles, barely anyone's entering that, so you're pretty much a shoo-in to win. Just don't tread on Tucker Wins' turf or Nick Knight. You know, they rule the Switch domain.
Oh god, I think there's a meme we'll see about later about Valorant on Switch and the price of it. Oh my man, it's just crazy. Yeah, but we'll get to that when it comes to it. But yes, go into the link in the description of this video and you will find some stuff.
Cool. Right, so moving on to... I don't think we have anything for Dojo Dusting.
You got to tell me to push the button. There we go. Look, the font. That's Dojo Dusting. We have decent font. Loz pushed buttons that Xeno told him to push. No, Xeno, yes, that's the way it works.
Yeah,
I get told and I push the buttons.
Yep. So cool fonts are now in. I don't think we have anything else. This has been such a crazy week outside. Oh, you may be wondering, why does my picture look so damn crisp right now? Well, it's because my internet's broken and I'm having to tether off my phone. Don't expect this to stay. It ain't cheap to run this. Right. What else? I honestly can't think. I mean, I think we're just sitting here patiently waiting for the New War waiting.
What? So you Dojo Dusting any of the things? Can't really think of anything else yet. We're just waiting. Else. I'm not sure if there's anything in November to say about. Yeah, nothing to do. We're just waiting.
So. No, nothing's been
everything.
Actually, no.
Breath, but
the only thing is the dev stream, which will move straight into the war report. So I'll
still needs no sound effects. I'm sorry to say. Yeah. Man, by the way, Neja Prime helmet is awesome. I've only just noticed, man.
Yeah.
Neja Prime's helmet's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't bought that. Oh god, let's buy that. I hate this.
No, take it off. Don't ruin niceness. I can't believe you're doing this in real time and you're still ruining things. Anyway.
Right. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm going to ruin things.
Oh, God. Right, so War Report. We've actually hit the button already. We've got the... DE have just finished for us the quest to cure cancer, where they hit their target of $100,000. And I don't know if they've hit their stretch goal of 130,000. I mean, in such a short span of time that's like so much of a stretch goal. But
Yeah, I think
another
100.
30K
I
on
can
top.
imagine people love working towards a goal, so 100,000, nice round number.
Yeah,
Stretch on top of that is just like icing on the cake, so it doesn't matter if they hit it or not really.
yeah.
That's just so you let you know. Actually, I can tell you what 100,000. It doesn't sound like a lot. $100,000. That it doesn't, and it might not be a big thing, but at the end it can be. That's enough, roughly, to pay for one PhD student to be trained in cancer research. About how much it costs. Because it's 3 years. You know, you got tuition fees,
Just
bench fees, reagents. So that can make that's like, you know, so just a year is paid for one possibly one new scientist out there. That's a good thing. That's amazing. It's kind of a lot. And yes, that means I got paid that much for me to be that, and I don't do that anymore because I hate it. Right, what am I going to do?
we also have the announcement that there won't be. Well, there obviously wasn't a dev stream during October, but DE have announced that the next dev stream will be. I don't know if they specified like a couple of weeks. Stop it! Stop it!
I'm shaking like a Polaroid picture.
Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know if they specified a couple of weeks, but they said that the next dev stream will be shortly before the new war. And I think they kind of vaguely alluded to the new war coming out in November.
Well, I think, yeah, so that there's not going to be a dev stream in October, obviously, because there should have been one today at the time of recording this, but there isn't. So we're like,
Yep.
And then they're going to like, oh, but there will be one in November, but there'll be one, and it will be before, obviously, the release of the new war.
New war. Yeah. So who knows? We might get a bit more of a tidbit of
you never
what's
know.
coming in
Yeah,
the war.
they could be planning. It could be like first week, but then you know these things always slip. So I don't think they're going to give us any dates. It could be the last week, and it might. Oh, what's that? An emblem.
It's an emblem. It's an emblem.
Oh, just stand still. Oh, these fucking idols. I'd love an option in game disable everyone's idol.
Anyway, so yeah, I can't think of anything else to add to the war report. So should we move on to topics?
Topics.
Right. So topics.
Do I have to like? I have to go.
7:26. Cool. So the first topic we've got is you're allowed to use a warframe in a different game. Which warframe do you use in which game? Right. And then topic 2, how screwed would you be if friendly fire was more common? Right. So
Well, that I'm afraid to say it's an open shut case because I have to play with you. Terrible.
Oh yeah. Right. But moving on to the first topic is you're allowed to use a warframe in a different game. Which frame do you use in which game? Now, I think
Before you go into that, what shall I do? Yeah.
What right now?
Yeah, what should I do in game? You can decide for me. What I can do anything.
Just
look at that skin.
You should do something like oh god, you should do something that's relatively less thinky because
Kill 100 enemies with a necromech. I'm there.
There you go. Go do that. Right. So okay. So here's a question for you. First off, pick a game. All right. Pick any game that you would have a warframe in.
Me?
This is you.
Oh, The Division.
The Division.
You just tell me to pick a game I'd have a warframe in. I'm like, only because whenever I started playing The Division 1 and 2, the first thing I try and do is slide.
Yeah.
It's like,
Totally.
where's my
Totally
warframe? Get me a warframe. Get that in there now.
Okay. It's really interesting you say that because I always loved the aesthetic of the first Division game. I don't think the second Division game actually did that well.
I don't know about the actual numbers. It's still going, and I did see something the other day saying like, you know, they've got more plans about more content coming out, so it's still going. I think the first game was made a bigger impact because it was just wow, look at it. And then the second game, it was alright, but.
I think one of the nice things about the first one was the aesthetic. It was like, you know, it was the dark snow apocalypse,
Yes,
where
and
everyone's
in
got COVID.
yes, yeah. Well, it was called the dollar flu, but yes, it basically was super COVID, which is rather
Yeah.
forward thinking of them.
Right. So yeah, I can totally get behind that. And what Warframe would you take?
You see, I'm just too much of a purist. I would like an Excalibur, would be my knee-jerk thing. But
Yeah.
if I was to be a bit more reasonable, what would I enjoy? Or I think be really broken. I think Avara. Avara in any game is just the tool set. It's just so good.
Not Loki, but Avara.
No, well, because okay, so Loki you just get pure invisibility, and that's about it. Okay, maybe you could switch teleport, and that'd be unique,
Yeah.
whatever. But think what you can do with Avara. You can make zip lines to sit on anywhere.
Yeah,
Like
that's
in
true,
any
actually.
game, that is an amazing ability. It's just so much fun. I don't play Avara enough, and that ability is just so cool. Apparently, I've got to kill 100 people. So here we go. Let's see how long this takes me. Pew pew pew. Laser beams. Right. Pew pew. Yeah. Okay. So come on.
Right.
How about you?
Okay, so I would say Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And again, a part of me is again like feeling quite purist and say actually take Excalibur. But if I wanted to go beyond that, oh god, who would I take?
Oh come on! It has. There's obviously the meme choice is Rhino.
Well, I was thinking Rhino or Atlas or Hildren.
Yeah. Oh, Hildren would be good. Yeah. Those three would be the the.
I'm feeling
What?
Hildren.
I hate this stupid dog thing. Go away.
Even though I'm not particularly well versed in how to play Hildren. I mean, Apache attack helicopter mode while being swarmed by demons just sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
useful.
yeah, I think that is what I would totally go for. However, this topic's really short.
No, because we could come up with more games. We could pick games or different. Well, go by game genre, right? What about? Okay, I'm going to pick. It's like so. Super Mario 64.
I never actually played Super Mario 64.
Okay, you must have played a Mario game or something. I'm trying to think.
I played a bit of Odyssey.
There we go. Okay, so what would? Didn't you've lent it to me?
Yeah, well, no, it came with the Switch.
Okay. Not very interested in it.
I bought it for Mario Maker 2.
Did you know? What? Odyssey or the Switch?
No, the Switch. I didn't buy bloody Odyssey for Mario Maker 2.
Right. I don't know how you buy Mario Maker 2. Right, fair enough. But I'm just trying to think of games where it doesn't make sense. Like, what Warframe would you want in?
Okay,
it's like being able to kill things. Like Sarin wouldn't be that useful. It's like, oh, it's me, I'm Mario, and everything's melting. Why are the Goombas all melting? Luigi, quick! No, not you too, Luigi. Why the green death? It's like in Sarin to the corner.
Could you just imagine World of Warcraft?
Right,
where you've got like ICC, you got the Ice Crown Citadel, this giant ass tower, and all you've just got these warframes running up the central spire instead of actually going through the actual. They just cheat, get to Arthas, you fucking kill Arthas straight away. It's just like done, finished.
You must fight through my caverns against all of my generals. Why are you up here already?
For honor.
What you mean the game?
No. Do you remember the whole what you call Surafang? Sorry, we're going probably into completely different. We're just railing horribly. No. Remember when Surafang is
this
trying
topic
to
doesn't
kill
have
himself?
rails. This is nothing but derailing.
Yeah, we are. Well, we thought a train in the ocean would work. So anyway, but it works in Void Train. Actually, there you go, Void Train with Warframes.
Oh, Void Train with Warframes. Oh, it has to be Titania. Titania would be so good.
Actually, just to point out to people, I don't know if he's planning on streaming it, but so this comes out on Monday. If you are watching this on the same day, we're going to be playing Void Train with Nazareth on his channel, twitch.tv/Nazareth, at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UK time. Oh, actually, no, it would be. Oh God, I'm gonna have to double check the times. It might be 6 p.m. because, or 8 p.m. because our clocks change.
Oh yes, it'll be a few
don't know for
hours
reference.
after this is out.
Yeah, yeah.
Just going as a Twitch.
So yeah,
we're probably already
come,
playing this as you're listening to it.
Yeah, come check out the insanity of Void Train.
Yeah,
But,
we're getting pretty far in that. We're getting pretty deep in those tech trees. We have a beautiful train. It is beautiful. We need to paint it. I don't know how we paint it, but we need to paint it. We're well ahead of Markiplier. I've been watching him. He's got nowhere.
I haven't.
Oh, he's now playing it with the other two. So
Yeah,
Sean and Wade?
Bob,
Something
I
Wade?
thought it was Bob and Wade.
I know it was Wade.
Bob and Wade.
All I know is there's Wade.
It's definitely Wade. Anyway, what? Okay, one character or one Warframe I would like to take inspiration from in a game would actually be Kane from the original Blood Omen. How you need to feed from your enemies, right?
Yes.
And your health slowly depreciates over time. So the true vampire thing. Like, I mean, I know Reb kind of teased that Revenant was going to be a vampire, but yeah, kind of isn't.
Well, no, the original version of it was, and then the fact the community were like, "Meh, that sounds useless," and just well, I don't know, just went mental about it, and that's why it started changing,
Yeah. So I mean, I'd be really down for more vampire-based Warframe.
Yeah,
and maybe it could feed from the Kuva particles that are like ingrained in the essence of whatever enemies you're fighting.
Okay.
It's sort of like background radiation, background Kuva. It just feeds from the Kuva.
Well, I think there was in the last dev stream or something, wasn't there a Reb hinting or joking or whatever about a werewolf frame?
No, I thought that was supposed to be Sevagoth. Everyone.
No, I think they were talking about it because Sevagoth as an example, and like, would it be possible? Right. I swear they were talking to Pablo, and they're saying like yes and no, but then Jeff was like, the animation set would have to be weird, and I don't know.
Make it weird then. Just make it weird.
Okay.
Do you have any other examples?
No, well, we could loads. Well, come on. What? Okay, you want to play
Well, I'm
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Info from you. Freaking Tetris.
No. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is not Tetris. Thank you very much. It is a whole new game and different in its own way. There is no beans in Tetris, and they are not mean. They don't have machines either. Come on.
What is going on?
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Bring it on.
That's the Sega Mega Drive game. I've never played it. I just know it's Tetris.
Okay, fine. Right, so let's get think of some other ones. So, more than just gay. Okay. Speth Marine.
That was such a good game.
Yeah, do you know? Oh, just want. That's a random diversion again. Whoever's like looking after Space Marine, because it's like the 10-year anniversary or something, they have released all of the DLC content for free. If you own the game, you own the whole game. Like all the extra game modes, you don't have to buy anything separately. It's just you buy Space Marine, or if you have Space Marine, you get everything now. So anyone who has it can play everything. There's no lockouts on. There's the Dreadnought game mode and some of the extra maps you had to buy, and there was all like the Golden Power Sword and things like that. All that content is now just been released as part of the anniversary into one big bundle. I think they might have done a few tweaks and fixes as well. Yeah,
that's cool.
Really good.
So one thing. So for comparison, I would very much say that Necromechs are very much akin to the play style of the Space Marine. So it's like stomp. Yeah. I would actually like to have the Warframes as they are comparable to the Space Marines, where the Warframes are 5 to 6 foot tall, and the Space Marines are their usual 9 foot. I would like to see Warframes darting around these giant Space Marines. In fact, this just makes me want to have. Let's have a Necromech with a sodding bolter that's like not semi-automatic, but like slow firing automatic, unlike I assume you're using the Musalon right now.
Yep.
Yep. And let's make it bulkier. Give it some weight to its welly.
Yeah, it's just most necromantic weapons just feel like pew pew lasers, don't they? I love these guns though. I mean, boom, 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 make everything go boom. But then these guns just are crying out to shoot at something in the air. Like this whole fixed thing, it works really great for just pointing at the ground and just making everything explode. But it's just crying out to be like pointing upwards because I don't have the ground in the way and I don't have my thing and I can just I should be strafing ships or something, like defending turrets. It should be in the turret emplacement, defending against an army. What do I use it for? Just randomly spamming and killing all the enemies. So good. Ah, dearie me.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so come on, you can think of some more.
Oh god, what other games have we got?
Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
Just racing games. Okay, I'll give you generic. Let's just go by genre because you get confused by things, don't you?
Well, no, I mean you're just talking about rip-off Mario Kart.
What? Take that back, good sir. Take that back.
No.
Diddy Kong Racing was the first to have different vehicles. I thank you not. When Mario Kart was just sitting on the ground, crawling like an insect, Diddy Kong Racing had flying jet planes and it had hovercraft. Yes, it was a pioneer that then Mario copied. Diddy Kong Racing. Bay.
And then Sonic copied.
Yeah, Sonic copied everything. Sonic does.
Yeah, it really, really did. Actually, there you go. Gauss in Sonic the Hedgehog. Which one's faster?
Stop. Yep. Okay.
Actually, thinking about that, I don't know how many playthroughs of any of the other Sonic games. This is just us rambling. Have you ever watched the Game Grumps play any of this? I love them for this. The old Sonic Adventure games.
No, I watched them play Sonic Adventure, the first one, and they never finished it. And then everyone still asks John, "Are you ever going to finish that?" He's like, "One day we will."
Okay. I don't. Oh god, I think Danny and Aaron.
Oh no, not sorry, Sonic 06. I think Sonic 06. I think it was Sonic 06.
I don't know which one Sonic 06 is.
Oh, the one with the princess that is attracted to Sonic, even though she's a 3D, fully humanized human.
What?
Yeah, that's Sonic 06.
Okay. Okay, that's the thing. Anyway, but I'm just thinking, huh? Well, no, I'm just thinking that in those games were just travesties of games where all of a sudden Sonic would just fall through the world.
Oh yeah.
Or some of the glitches that they'd show off and things in Game Grumps were just monumental. So I'm just imagining if Gauss is there, it would be so much worse.
Yeah.
He
Mario 64 was kind of the benchmark for when someone did a 3D game. But I've been playing it on the Switch, and I'm shocked that rotating the camera makes a sound every time. And you're just expected to kind of hand over the camera.
Yes.
They didn't really know what to do with the camera, and they kind of wanted to change it, and then you could move it, but we didn't think you can do that a lot. But obviously, then it became standard that the player controls the camera and spins it around however they want to see. Not, we want you to approach this with the camera at this angle and this at this angle. It's like, no. I will decide in this 3D space. But the rest of the game is incredibly well polished for a 3D game. And then it's like Sonic was like, oh, Mario's gone 3D. I guess Sonic has to. And it really didn't carry over as well.
Nope. Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest.
It was so bad.
Right, we might as well just do sort of other worlds as well. So, because it is very popular at the moment, and somebody has lent it to me very kindly, the Metroid universe.
Yeah.
I mean, Samus Aran is basically a Warframe, or wearing a Warframe-esque suit, but which Warframe would you like to have? I mean, think of all the crazy challenges, all the different weapons she needs to just deal with it, so which would you use?
I'm just going to turn to the audience, no spoilers. Right, he's playing the game for fresh. No spoilers.
What are they going to spoil?
He reads that. No spoilers.
Okay. Well, hell, the rate I'm going, I'll probably finish by next time.
To be fair, I was actually quite surprised that you actually managed to kill 3 of the Emmy already.
I've also killed the giant crocodile thing. I assume that's the first time because I didn't feel it was like that difficult.
You are alarmingly good at games. How many... Did it kill you at all?
No, not at all. Other things have killed me. That thing was so easy.
Kraid never killed you?
The big alligator man that's strapped to a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got killed by that. It was so easy. The first phase, I was a bit like, okay, yeah, I see what I got to do. And then when it gets down to the bit on the belly, it's like, oh yeah, I can just stay down here infinitely because you just keep... The fights consist of try and figure out the one thing.
Wait, did you not go up?
Yeah, no, you have to go up to kill it. But
Okay,
I stayed at the bottom for it. I was quite low on health. And then if you just learn the pattern... all the boss fights consist of learn the pattern and find the thing that gives you health. Do that and you're invincible. And I was just like, yeah, this is so easy. This isn't a challenge at all. I was like, I wanted another 3 phases of that. If he doesn't come back for another 3 or 5, no, another 5 phases, I'm disappointed. It was so freaking easy. I even went in there feeling like I didn't have all the weapons because there was a purple block I couldn't shoot and explode. I'm like, oh, that must be important.
How many energy banks do you have, or tanks?
2.
What, 2 extra or just 2?
No, just 2.
Fucking hell! You are some weird savant at game because that thing kicked my ass. I don't know how many times.
Oh, he's freaking. It's fine. It's all right. Yeah.
Anyway, right.
What you have to do, is aim and shoot missiles at walls.
Oh no!
Anyway, come on.
At this point in time, I was still struggling with the whole aiming. And
yeah, it is tricky. The fiddly, the aiming thing. But no. So, what warframe would you take to fight all the crazy things in like Samus's world? I mean, obviously, your brain's on Metroid Dread, but we'll go with that. I mean, think of those giant evil super robots. I mean, God, you need you're gonna need invisibility. You're gonna need like super lasers. You're gonna need rockets. You're gonna need ability to jump, shrink down to a ball like Titania. That would be useful. You could just go through all the pipes as Titania.
I was thinking actually Loki. Loki would be really good because Loki could just switch teleport.
Yeah, but that's all he could do. That's about.
And turn invisible.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's that.
And disarm them.
Most things don't have weapons to disarm.
And decoys. What are you talking about? Most things don't have weapons.
But they have weapons that are attached to their bodies, not weapons which can be removed from their body. That.
Fine, I'll give you that one.
I don't know if it would work the same.
Again, Avara would be pretty damn awesome.
Avara would be pretty good.
Just trying to think, who else?
I think Titania would be pretty useful in situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got flight. You got your. Wait, what's going on
here? Nova. She puts down a wormhole. The enemy walks through the wormhole, goes backwards.
That's true. And like majority of oh no, you can't go there yet. I'll just wormhole through it. Oh no, exactly. You need this tiny gap. You must shrink that wormhole through it. Yeah. Oh no, how are you going to cross this ledge now that this bridge is... I'll just wormhole across. Yeah. And then, oh no, guided projectiles. That's also very useful. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then molecular prime the world.
Yeah.
Why not?
She just walks past everything because it's all super slow.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Oh no, your boss super slow. Yep. That'd be pretty good.
Oh no, an enemy's coming to get you. Nullstar.
I'll just walk slowly away.
Start poking it in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be very good. Okay, so I suppose we've done the 40k universe, so what other games could we do? What about just something like Battlefield? What warframe would you want in that?
As just a murder killer machine?
Yeah. Damn it, I wish I had my Flectus.
Something to just mass murder everything.
Maybe Sarin actually would be best. That's
Valkyria.
Humans. Oh, stabby humans. Yeah, that'll do it.
Valkyria.
Yeah, they won't last long.
Berserker Barrage.
Yeah.
Anyone that's played Marvel vs. Capcom will know exactly what I'm referring to. So probably no one.
Looks left, looks right. Not much support there. So,
yeah.
Right.
Basically, it was one of the moves for Wolverine. Marvel vs. Capcom, it was a beat 'em up. No shit. But a fighting game. But the Wolverine had an ability called Berserker Barrage, and he would actually say it aloud. Right? So, it's just silly.
Okay, what about, let's go with the, I don't know, Legend of Zelda universe.
I hate to say this, no comment. The only Legend of Zelda game I've played a couple. I've played Wind Waker all of 5 minutes because I didn't like it. And I played the 3-player one that we played together on that flight to Canada where we just constantly killed each other.
Yep, Tri-Swords.
We played that together.
Honestly, I just want to point out, what am I missing here in this thing with the team? So we've got to collect parts, and the map is like they're all behind this. Like if they just spawned underground and we can't get to them.
What?
Someone's put a waypoint.
Have you activated the Maguba?
No, it's not. It's not a Maguba quest. These are surface quests where it's like kill infested. Oh, someone's put a waypoint over here. Let's have a look at that. There's another entrance. That was good. No, someone's just put a waypoint down. That's useful because look, it's like the game's like, go kill the infested underground.
Probably bugged. It's probably bugged.
Could be bugged. I have to try and spawn some more infested above ground, I guess. So you're saying Legends of Zelda games?
Yeah, I've barely played any Legends. I don't get on with them. I'd much rather watch someone play them.
Right, you enjoy the adventure, but not the
gameplay.
Yeah.
You know, I actually it's more the running commentary than anything else that I prefer. But like Zelda-esque games like Darksiders or Legend of Kain, I'm totally down for, right? But actual Legend of Zelda, I'm just like, no, don't like it.
Fair.
Don't like it. Fuck you, Tingle. Is that stupid thing's name?
Yes.
Fuck you, Tingle.
Right, should we go to see what people say in the replies?
Sure. Do you want me to read them aloud?
No, I can do them. I got them on screen.
Okay.
So, Maya Nyros would experience Destiny 2 PvP because of health. Okay. My Octavia Prime in Destiny 2, ad clear goes to a whole nothing level with DJ Roomba.
Wait, what?
My Octavia Prime in Destiny 2, ad clear goes to a whole nother level with... Oh, as in ad clear, as in clearing enemies, would be really easy with the, with the DJ Roomba.
Right.
Titania in Earth Defense Force, Protea in Red Alert to give Tanya a time belt buddy. Yeah. Saren in Total War Warhammer. Yes, this is Clan Pestilence. Why are they all dying of disease? So next we've got Gauss in Risk of Rain 2. His kit seems fit for a Risk of Rain 2 survivor.
So the big have you seen or played Risk of Rain?
No.
So effectively, it goes level by level, and the longer you're in it, the harder it gets. Oh. So it's very much like Dead Cell. It's I'd classify it as a roguelite, where you get to a certain point, you get defeated, and then you start again from the beginning, like Dead Cells.
Like Dead Cells.
Yeah, Dead Cells. When you die in Dead Cells, you start from the beginning.
Like Dead Cells.
What do you mean?
Like Dead Cells. I was making a like Urkel joke.
Oh yeah. Just like Urkel.
So why in Risk of Rain 2? M1 should be the Icarus shots. Alt could be Accelera. M2 should be Thermal Thunder. Base could heal. Alt could be Cold. Shift could be Mac Rush. Alt could be Mac Crush. R would be Redline. Alt could be Kinetic Plating. Oh, so they're doing all the abilities. Yeah, fair enough. Next person says Nidus in Darkest Dungeon. Out Eldritch, the Eldritch Horrors. Though I'd imagine the poor sod's adventuring with him. Snap from insanity quick. Yeah. What's these things going on X? Fine.
I've never played
Darkest Dungeon. There's Darkest Dungeon 2's come out now, I think. I think I have Darkest Dungeon 1. I didn't always mean to play it, but it seems like a good game. Again, I think it's a roguelike-y sort of thing. And lastly, Nyros in Survived By. Sadly, Survived By is gone. Zombie game?
Oh, yeah. Did you ever play it?
No, what was Survived By?
Survived By was one of the games that DE published. And it was kind of. Did you ever play Rogue Legacy?
No, I think I watched you play it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So
no.
Rogue
I remember
Legacy.
the game now. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah. About the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. So Survived by is very much a similar thing where you die out in the world and then your offspring effectively takes up your mantle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
It's another game that's gone. What was it? I love the first time I played of those was Infinity Sword. It was done by Epic.
Oh, on
Infinity
yeah,
Blade.
on
Infinity
the
Blade.
iPhone.
I
Yeah.
loved that. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it. And then Epic were like, "We're getting rid of all 3 games." I'm like, "Why? Why?" And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll put it in Fortnite. Put the sword." It's like, "Oh yeah, but it means nothing because you got rid of the game." It just boggles my mind. I don't know why they did that. So annoying. Anyway, yes. So that is it for the replies on that one. So shall we move on to topic 2?
Yeah, cool. Right, let me just take down the time. I think that's 33. Cool. Right, so let's move on to topic 2. How screwed would you be if friendly fire was more common? Sometimes I see an enemy on the other side of the rescue / escort / team member, and I kind of shoot through them. Makes me wonder how difficult it would make the game if those shots actually did what projectiles do, or even worse, melee. I feel like this game would take on a crazy level of difficulty. Any comments?
I would love to see more friendly fire in Warframe. I don't mean all the time. Maybe a special game mode. I don't get why Steel Path doesn't have it. Because it would be interesting. It would add another dynamic to it. Maybe the next one above that should have friendly fire. It wouldn't be through abilities. We could accept that a Warframe is immune to other Warframe's abilities, even direct ones. Maybe that would make it more interesting that you'd rely on them more rather than your overpowered Riven weaponry. Because if you're throwing explosions everywhere, you're going to injure someone else, or you're just firing a machine gun madly. You're just going to kill your allies and then they'll kill you. I would be really interested in that. I mean, it would be you maybe have to finish Steel Path to unlock it. And it's like if people start whinging about it then after you've finished the whole Star Chart, you finished all Steel Path, and it's like, right, this is just the next one. Just maybe even to just prestige of it. Oh, but all my allies are killing me. It's like, yeah, that's just part of the tricky thing of it. Maybe try it solo. Maybe no, you can't. No, I know you have to let people play it solo because some people can't computer wise. But yeah, just I think that'd be rather interesting.
I agree. I always prefer.
Agree.
I prefer PvP. It makes the game more tactical.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was PvP or like friendly fire in we spoke about the Division. We had to be careful where we were shooting. I think. Am I wrong?
I can't recall.
It was one of those sorts of games that you could easily see having PvP. So friendly fire. Gotta stop saying PvP.
Does the Division have friendly fire?
Because you have to be careful what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it does. The Friendly Fire Division 2 definitely does.
Yep.
But then I've got here, I feel it should be added. I don't know. I feel it's Underground Directive.
Maybe it's in some parts, but not others.
Yeah. Or it might be with just explosions and things. I'm not sure, but yeah. See, that's the thing. The problem is, I know that people would complain instantly, saying that, oh, well, it's breaking my precious immersion in Warframe. I just want to. It's always got to be this power simulator fantasy where I just explode everything at all stages. It's like, but how about we make it that you have to be considerate of your power and actually have some more finesse? No! I need to explode the room with my crazy super build that does a billion damage when I shoot rocks at people, cast one ability that I've gained from another frame, and then use a Kuva something weapon with a Riven, and then, oh look, the room exploded.
Yep.
I'm not bitter.
Scientific fact.
Well, I'm not bitter.
No. The everything else you were talking about. No, oddly enough, the video. But do you remember this guy? The guy's name. Actually, you sent a link to us the other day. What was his name? Dave Jaffe, the game designer from the first
God of War.
Yes, who completely and utterly slams Metroid Dread.
Oh god, yes. That's
So,
just hilarious.
like,
He just keeps digging. He kept digging a deeper hole on it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if anyone's seen the memery that was the aftermath from that, but effectively, this game designer who has it like his own YouTube channel. I think he was doing game reviews and everything. He turned around and said how it was. I love to quote him on this: Bush League game design with like shooting the ceiling to reveal a hidden path in Metroid Dread. It's like one of the first puzzles you encounter, and he just calls it like Bush League crap. The game even says, like, the second tutorial message that the game gives you is oh crap, what was it?
Sometimes you will need to shoot walls to find bricks to explode, or if
when you hit dead ends. Sometimes you'll hit a dead end,
yeah.
And to find hidden passage, you just need to shoot around you to explore and things like this. And it was just like, what the like, just watching his gameplay was just so
frustrating.
Yeah, it was frustrating to say this. I don't want to say amateurish, but it was very evident that this guy had this gaming mindset of someone from the 90s. Like, instead of actually using the left bumper button to aim Samus to start shooting in any direction, like, 'cause she's got 360 aiming, right? Unlike the old games where it was just 8 different directions.
I think the first game had 4.
Really?
I don't think it even had diagonal.
He was just jumping and shooting on a horizontal plane, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Aim your sodding gun!
Yeah.
And again, he went on this giant tirade of, you know, Bush League game design. I'm just so happy that the game succeeded so much.
No, I can tell the quality of the game. I remember when I first saw Metroid Dread, the first trailer for it, and I was like, okay, so 2D Metroid? I want 3D. And then I appreciated that they were kind of going back to their roots, kind of, but still keeping the 3D aesthetic, the 3D, world story, and the cinematic of it, the fent of it. It's still a bit weird, though, that the character decides, I will only interact with this world in a 2D manner. I won't just hide behind this pillar now. So, yeah, it does feel a little bit, but you get used to enjoying it.
Step to the side.
Yeah, I'll just step around this box and just go through that way. It's like, no, it's none of that. But I realised, okay, but it's a Nintendo game and I know they'll do good. After playing it, I just think that it's got decent quality. Very, very decent quality. But the way that he refuses to interact with the game, it's like, so there's aiming in the game and he finds it hard. And so he plays it like, I mean, I'll play this Warframe now, how he plays it. It's like, instead of just aiming upwards, it's like, oh no, there's an enemy up there. I will jump to shoot. Like, literally old school Mega Man style, so I'm on level with them. Instead of just pausing, holding the aim button, which gives them a red laser sight, and then lifting the mouse up to go shoot. They'll be like, oh, I've got to shoot an enemy on the ceiling. Jump. And it's as if I played How would that... Yeah. No, yeah, it's as if I played Warframe without using the mouse, and without moving the mouse. So I'd be like, oh, yeah, I've got to aim for that mob. Okay, I've got to get this mob. Okay, hang on, let me just... Yeah, I've got to get him. Oh no, that mob's not dead. Let me just line it up by moving my whole character instead of aiming. It's like this, and then going, oh god, this game's terrible. Why can't I do anything? Oh, I've got to line up the enemies in front of me. It's like, I'm just refusing to change the camera now. This is how this person was playing Metroid. Oh, there's an enemy there. Better line. Oh, hang on. Oh no, there's a. Oh, how do I? Oh no, I've got to. Yeah,
Bush League game design.
Bush League game design. Look at this. This Warframe is Bush League game design. Because oh no. I've got to smash the scanner at the top. Let me just... Oh, no, I'm going to have to double jump. Oh, I guess... Yeah, we go right, and then this is the same sort of style of thing, refusing to
Right.
interact with some of the components. But then he also went on to say that like, oh, I don't mind Souls games because they're hard. I'm not good at them, but they're fine. And it's like, okay, so why can't Metroid just take your argument you just said of why those games are fine? Oh no, I better line up my camera. Oh, there's just too many of them. How do I aim for them all at one go? This is bushly game design. Look at this bush. Better get a headshot. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, hang on. Oh yeah, it's so hard to aim. It's just just get these headshots in. Yep, yep. this is literally how the excuse that he was using. It's like refusing to engage with features of the game. Oh look, I died there. So it fell down. It's like terrible.
Bushly
Right.
game
Anyway,
design.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So what's your point about it?
So my point is that kind of criticism
Yeah.
gives vindication.
Oh, sorry. Before you
to
continue, we will provide links, I think, in the description for people who want to go watch full
done.
videos before.
This attitude from oh god, did I say David Jaffe? Fuck, what did I call him? Yeah, David Jaffe. Like, it gives vindication to the players that want an easy ride,
Yeah.
and if they can rally behind a voice saying, oh, it needs to be easier, then it gives a reason for the voice to champion it even further. And it just becomes a whole PR debacle that either the company can ignore profusely or they have to bow down to what the angry mob is saying. And in all honesty, that's a chunk of what Warframe does. Like, does simplify a lot of the game design, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, playing Metroid Dread, I do feel at points like no one's telling me what my next step is exactly. I almost have to go find it myself a bit. And it
Yeah.
does feel like I'm coming out of a comfort zone, and which I haven't felt like in a long time in games. Like in Warframe, I always know where I've got to go. There's always an objective marker. There's never missions without an objective marker going, go over here. So,
I wanna ask you something. I don't want to spoil it.
isn't that entirely what the show's about?
No, I'm talking about Metroid Dread.
Okay.
Right. So I know that there's some people going to be listening that haven't played Metroid Dread yet and they want to play it. But have you gotten to the Emmy that was turned off?
No.
Right. Okay, then I'm not going to say any further. But yeah, I mean, just following up what you were saying with that example, I do find that when I was playing Metroid Dread, I had to learn on my toes. I had to, oh wait, maybe I should try doing this instead.
Yeah.
Right. I'm watching a gameplay, a let's play of what's the name of the game? Luigi's Mansion 3.
Right.
And I found that some of the puzzles in that game were just absolutely insane. And just watching other people play them, I'm just like, that's stupid. That is so difficult to understand because you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle before you could possibly come to that conclusion.
Right. You have to make a leap of logic, or
huh?
you have to make a random leap of logic.
Yes and no. The problem is you have to. It's like in when we play like a point and click adventure game.
I have to wash the carriage so that it will rain.
Yeah, well, kind of. You have to like. I think the Tim Schafer ones are not a great example because most of the time you stumble over the different items that you need.
Yeah.
But the things like the Discworld point and click adventure game where you have to like really go out of your way to find that one item that you can interact with.
Yes,
right?
You have to pixel hunt, you have to rub everything on everything, you have to exhaust every dialogue tree and every item with every individual. But at least that game rewards you because you have most of the time you get rewarded with funny dialogue as the character goes, "Why are you giving me this thing? I don't know what that is."
And like I remember, so in the Discworld game, right? I mean, granted, you have to think Terry Pratchett here, which I'm not as well versed at Terry Pratchett as you are. But playing the Discworld game, there was one bit where you had to go on, like you had to guarantee that Rincewind would get the win when fighting a dragon.
Yes.
Right? And have you played the game?
I have never finished the game, but I've played it. I'm guessing
Right.
you have to make it a 1 in a million chance.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So you have to like, oh,
Because not a normal person, right? So the logic on that one is, I'll just explain to you. A normal person can never kill a dragon. It's like, that's true. But they couldn't have a 1 in a million chance. It's got to be a 1 in a million chance. Like, 1 in 10 million. No, that's not good enough. It's got to be a 1 in a million chance. And then, then that will always succeed because it's a 1 in a million chance. Because that's how logic works.
Yes, and it's just like it's sod's law because it was a 1 in a million chance that it was a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Right. But like when you're going through the puzzle, you're like, oh, it's a 1 in 5,000 chance. So like, so we're getting it down. So we need to okay. It's about a 1 in 50 chance. It's like, yes, we're getting closer and closer and closer. And then you get like, and then it's just like, why aren't we winning this? Like, we want to make the chance smaller, surely. Like, it's it's guaranteed showing. Like, it's like. No, you have to go for the 1 in the million, and it's just like that frustration of what the hell, right?
So that'll never succeed. Not against a dragon. Like a guaranteed sure win. Nah, it's never going to win. Not against a dragon.
And that was part of the problem that I found with watching this Let's Play of Luigi's Mansion. That some of these puzzles, like unless you have all the bits of information, became so frustrating to do. Things like. Oh gosh, Day of the Tentacle. Yes, we had that one puzzle that was complete and utter bullshit. But again, most of the puzzles, like when you looked at the pieces, it was kind of obvious. Same with Full Throttle, except for kicking a stupid rock. Right? 9 times out of 10, the puzzle was relatively obvious to solve. Were you just adjusting your hat, or were you tipping your cap?
No, it was hurting my head.
Oh, okay, fair.
Don't know why.
So, so I feel that you get that sense of gratification. This is all coming to a point. I apologize.
Yes. By the way, friendly fire was the topic, just to reiterate.
It all comes to a sense of gratification when you can beat something as an individual or as a team without being handed the win. When you've actually got this challenge, you couldn't believe how happy I was. You probably won't experience this because you're too good at Metroid, apparently.
Yeah.
But you couldn't believe how happy I was when I actually beated the final boss in the game.
Right.
I had beaten the final boss in the game. Right.
One might say you had a sense of pride and accomplishment.
Yes, very much so. Especially considering my plan was to actually lend you the game the very same day. No, it wasn't. It was the next day. I was going to lend it to you the next day. And I gotta finish this so I can lend it to Loz. I need to finish this. But you get so many games that like just cookie clicker. You just hold left.
No, it's hand holding. I wouldn't say cookie clicker. Like there's no hand holding. It's just click. But like it's the Call of Duty plus F to pay respects at tomb. Like, you're not going to give me any other options. You're not going to, like, leave it open. No, that's what I have to do. I have to walk up to this person's casket and push F. Like, I don't have any options. I don't have any agency. I'm shown exactly what I have to do. My hand is basically being dragged to the thing, and then I'm told to click on the thing. Oh, like, have you seen any of the meme jokes to do with World of Warcraft and the Battle for Azeroth expansion?
No.
Oh, with like Magni, champion, you have to come do this, and it's like the game just. I'll show you them later, and I'll put them in a link in the description for everyone's like, so you don't have any options left or right, and the game basically just drags you to it, and then just solves it for you. It's just But so like, friendly fire.
So no, but I mean friendly fire. It gives you a choice of how you actually interact. Like okay, I'm with you. Your Warframe abilities shouldn't affect other players, right? But your gunfire, like, could you just imagine, like, no, stop using your Toncore. You are killing everyone. Stop running in front of me, right? I could easily see there being debates and things, and people go like, right, I'm going to stay behind this guy. I'm going to stop running in front. I think it'd be better if it did, oh, gosh, what was the, like, a percentage of the damage, so you just couldn't one-shot everyone. Like, right now, if you get... I don't even know if Radpox are even still in the game anymore.
I think they are.
But if you get... Huh?
I think they are.
Well, where'd you get them from?
Lasers in the Void?
I'm pretty sure lasers in the void just kill you, don't they?
No, they've always done radiation procs. I'm pretty sure they do.
Can't remember where you get rad proc from.
Lasers in the void.
Were we talking about the sweepy ones? The
Yeah,
ones
the
that
big
you press
laser
the
discs. Yeah,
buttons
if you just get clipped by them for half a second, they will do radiation procs. I'm 99% sure on this. 99%? Yes. Yeah. Why is it with people on these bloody ramparts? Just get off it. Get off it. Go. Go.
for?
Bad grenade.
To be fair, like I just remember the missions that had like radiation proc and things like that. Sorties and stuff which have been left by the wayside.
Ah, sorties. Do you remember when sorties were going to have like Nightwave-esque reward tables that were going to change?
Oh god. Nightwave doesn't even have Nightwave-esque reward tables that change.
That change, yes. That's true. You have endless. What are they called?
Cuba?
Intermissions. Intermissions into intermissions. Intermittently, intermittingly, intermissioned.
Intermissions.
No. God,
I'm totally down.
Mode.
I'm totally down for PvP, and I'd even say that there should be some recompense so that if you start specifically targeting people, you end up taking damage yourself.
Oh. Or maybe like with revives, you have so many revives, you have so many PvP kills. And if you the more times you kill an ally, you get a debuff that escalates continuously.
Time debuff?
What?
Time debuff, so it can drop off?
Yes, it can drop off, yeah.
But then if you keep doing it, it just escalates, getting worse and longer.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, you could have it that though it could drop off, if you do get more stacks, or even if you wipe, each stack, the amount of time it adds on is longer. So even if you let them drip off, but you've killed 10 people, the 11th one is going to give you more time than the first kill did.
Yeah. So my one question I have is, how do we feel about distinguishing the difference between friend and foe in the game? Like, personally, I distinguish an enemy kind of by moving target, but also their health bar, right? If they have armor, it's not a Warframe, it's not a friendly player. But if they have shields, it could either be a Warframe or a Corpus, right? And very rarely, something that just has health is just a Warframe, right? That's if I'm remembering correctly. I've been taking a little bit of a break from Warframe. But my point is, I feel that there needs to be a better distinction between the two, where, honestly, I feel that friendly characters' health bars should be green.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They shouldn't be the same color as the enemy, or maybe stripe them, or do something that allows you to, at a glance, tell the difference. Because when you've got a player who doesn't have a uniform shape and appearance, or silhouette and appearance, you can easily lose them in a horde of enemies. And you're like, oh, I'm just going to, use my Tsar here and destroy that massive pile of bad guys. And, oh, I just killed Frank. Shit.
But then I just don't think you should ever think about just randomly firing groups of enemies. You need to always think about when you're pulling the trigger, what's going to be the outcome. I just think it's more interesting. And yeah, people could be like, oh, I always get paired up with idiots, but it's just like, you've already got the normal solar system to play through and do things, and Steel Path with all these upgrades here, as you can see. And then this wouldn't just be just for prestige. You could just have it doesn't give you any more resources just for the difficulty of it. And you idiot shot you because you weren't playing as a team. You got to work as a team. I was watching. You go.
I really think it should reward you for it.
Okay, fine, but not huge.
I get where you're coming from. I really appreciate the fact that it should be for the prestige, but people don't care about the prestige. People care about the easy win.
There could be a resource, I guess, like Steel Path.
Yeah.
There you go. With a vendor. Nothing too much. But yeah, people do get real easy when you've got that. But there was I've just showed you, and it's another game series which is good. Death of a Game. I showed you the Warcraft 3 Reforged. They've just done one on Evolve, which was an interesting concept.
Oh.
Yeah, 4v1. Yeah, it was an interesting concept. It was trying something new.
The asymmetrical PvP.
Yeah. It was just badly run by 2K Games, whatever, because they wanted to monetize it up the yin yang. But one of the issues they had was the people with the 4 players. So when they load into a map, they don't upgrade like the monster does. The monster comes in very weak, but then upgrades like 3 levels of mutations and things, and becomes more powerful, gets more abilities. But the human players would load into a map, and that was it. What they started the map, they finished the map with. So if you had to work as a team, and it was all about the teamwork, because if 4 people came in and they were all a set team and they knew what they were all doing together and worked well together on voice comms, they're going to do much better than 4 random idiots who don't. And there's some people. One of the players just doesn't interact or doesn't heal other players, but plays the healer. It's not going to be as effective because it's all about working together, and that's how that game mode should be. That the working together is part of the play, and if you're not going to play with people, well, the game mode's just going to be harder for you. That's it. No. Oh, but I want to finish it, and I should be able to play by myself or play how I want to play, where I just shoot randomly through hundreds of people without caring about aiming, and I just shoot people.
Do you think this game mode that we're talking about? Do you think this game mode that we're talking about, this Tungsten Path, so to speak, it should be, it should force you to matchmake yourself. It won't put you in randoms. You have to put the group together.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, you can click on a game mode and it'll just take you in. But you've got to put the group together beforehand. I have nothing wrong with that. See, if you're going to put in game modes like that, like they did with Trials, that's how you should do it. You'll have 2 whole star charts where the game will matchmake for you. And then, after you've got through that, you have to do the matchmaking yourself. Whereas the thing with Trials is that the first tier of difficulty for the Trials, you had to matchmake. Like, this is a new style of gameplay with new interactions, which are only to be experienced, 8-player experience in this game mode. There should have been a tier, which is the whole. Sometimes it's good. The hold your hand. Here's how you experience this game mode. So you can learn the fundamentals before we just go. No, you have to put groups together yourself.
And if you have to put groups together, I think it should reward you a lot more.
Well, yeah, no, but what you do is you give additional difficulties higher. So it puts the group together difficulty is the Tenno's first raid. Tier or the
no. I'm talking about the game mode, the Tungsten Path thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm comparing it to the 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Tungsten Path Tungsten Path. You have to put you have to put the team together,
a group together. Yeah, and I think it should reward you a lot more.
But also there'd be more difficulty with enemies.
Yeah. More difficulty with enemies, friendly fire, more reward, and put in resources. Like I'm going to say this: put in mods and stuff that drop from enemies. In the fucking game mode, I was so distraught. Was like, oh yeah, you just get them from the arbitrations vendor. Oh, I don't want to buy this shit. I want to find it.
What?
Putting effort into something.
You want to have adventure and excitement of just randomly getting something and then feeling amazing? No. Vendor. Tokens for everyone.
I do actually wonder. Like, we'll go to replies in a second, but I do actually wonder how many people actually prefer the likes of arbitrations over things like Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, because I can't fucking stand arbitrations. I do one arbitration and I want to give up my will to live.
Yeah, it's not something. I mean, I'm in this footage. Don't see me off and go. Let's go to arbitrations.
It's just endurance run after endurance. It's boring.
Yeah, it was trying something at least.
Well, it's them bowing down to the masses, saying that we want.
Do you know what we should have got instead of arbitrations?
Fun.
Another level to Sanctuary Onslaught, which was the original concept.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you understand how the game's going to work. Now we're going to throw this whole level with, you've got to find. I can't remember what it was. What was it? You had to find a mob or something, and then open a portal.
Yeah. And then you have to kill it to get the resources to unlock the portal to the next.
Yes.
Maguba.
Yeah. Of that.
Yeah.
So back to friendly fire. Do I think Warframe should have friendly fire? Was it?
Well, how screwed would you be if friendly fire was more common?
Well, like I say, Xeno would just kill me every day. In fact, okay, right. So, you did mention it, but there was a game where me and Xeno, on the way to TennoCon, bought a game for our DSs to play on the plane across, and you could annoy your teammates, and you would lose health. You did get penalised for it.
It was also group health as well.
Was it?
Yeah. We all shared the same health pool.
Yeah, we didn't work well together.
Well, there was three of us, and we just kept on throwing each other off the platforms to kill each other. Yep. And then when we were on one health, we would go do the mission.
We made it harder. Yep.
And the worst, I don't know what he's like. We spent hours just fucking about, just murdering each other.
Yes.
And like our third friend who was playing this with us. Can we just play the game? No, there's murder afoot.
No, we have to take this rope bridge, which is just going to be a murder lift as it travels across the map, and we repeatedly chuck each other off for no apparent reason.
Oh, they didn't think that through at all.
No. Well, they thought people might want to try and finish the game, and we were like, no. You've made something much more fun.
So much fun!
Yep.
Who could pick up the other one first?
Yes, who would get the deciding grab? So that's the thing with Warframe, is that it might descend into that. So that's the only problem, is that the game would never finish. We'd just be forever killing each other.
And I think that's why it needs to be pre-made missions. You have to choose that this is the path that you're going to take. This is the tomfoolery that you are signing yourself up for. Doing it random and having some dickhead just constantly kill the teammates, that is not fair. So I don't think that Tungsten Path should have the matchmaking in it. You should make it yourself.
There we go.
Should we go to the replies?
Yeah, sure. Let's, as I do it while killing infest. In fact, I can just keep mashing melee, can't I? Oh, should I do my... I've now put the button. I can do my old style melee if you want.
No!
Yep, getting that melee. Okay, right. Let's get the topics up. My method is to tell friends from enemies is, if bonk/boom work, it's enemy. So I think it would be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, since I usually play with the Kuvatong court, people will ban me for sport. I could.
Yeah, but that's the sort of mentality that I'm talking about. It's like, people. But I think just don't have the weapons outright kill. It does like a capped amount of damage or something.
Yeah, well, you could even maybe get the PvP values and just so they're all balanced that way. They don't do all their ridiculous mod damage. They just do PS damage. It would be uniform cross weapons. Mm-hmm. I could benefit from it on Harrow for a fast charged 4 and could chain any troll who would try to sabotage their team, but I would rather not deal with this, so it is a no for me. Fair enough.
Putting in effort? No, I don't like that. I just want to win.
Forget my teammates. The amount of times I would kill Clem with friendly fire would become my eternal shame. Ah.
How often are you running anything with Clem?
Well, they're doing the endless intermission, which quite often go do a mission with Clem.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes.
Fair enough.
You've not been doing the eternal intermission?
No.
The new intermission.
I got so excited when it should be the next intermission. I got so excited when they announced, like, yeah, we got another Nightwave coming in.
Oh, it'll be a bit shorter, but it'll still have a bit of lore element. It won't be as involved. And it's like, oh, so they're going to put like a little bit of story, maybe just like talking. No, there's like intermission.
Just another intermission.
Oh, but it's like choice bits from the previous Nightwaves. Just you overthought Nightwaves. Just simplify the whole thing. Right, last one. One look at a pub radiation sortie already has that answered, really. And basically, it would be a shitfest in pub matches unless you made yourself invincible most of the time. At least if it was only friendly possible damage and not you are literally auto-aimed by abilities. Now, like radiation does it, wouldn't be so quite as bad. Huh? At least it only
basically they're highlighting everything we've already said. So...
Right, yeah. I mean, I would say you wouldn't make it abilities. You just wouldn't, because it just wouldn't make sense. Like, yeah, you couldn't. You'd have to be like, oh, everyone stands 30 meters apart. Oh no, I've got ranged mods. Okay, so everyone has to stand 45 meters away from Frank over there. Nah, you see, it wouldn't be abilities. I think everyone would agree with that. It's like, no, it would never be abilities.
Molecular Prime.
Oh no, yeah, that's the thing. The game would start, and then the Mova would press Molecular Prime, and it'd be like, that's the end of this mission.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we had that when we did the radiation sorties. I was like, must hit Molecular Prime, must hit Molecular Prime. And then someone else would try to beat me to it by casting some form of invulnerability. I'm like, damn it.
That's why you never play with Xeno with radiation procs. There you go.
That's true.
It's true. Right, so that's it for that topic. So that is the, if I push clear, there we go, back. Right, so now we're on to the graphs.
Yep, we're on to the graphs. 10, 2. A little bit of a weird episode this week, but...
Well, I think, we'll talk about at the end the final dev stream coming up and what's our feeling on that.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the graphs. So the first graph of the from last week is, how do you feel about Oberon being moved to Railjack? And I did actually ask people to comment why.
I got a few of them.
No one said that they felt positive.
Oh, wow.
47% said neutral and 53% said negative. So I don't like the fact that he was moved there. He was an easy frame for new players to get, and now he's suddenly become one of the harder ones.
Yeah.
For no justification.
And he's never really had a good home.
Yeah, he did.
What, when?
On, oh, crap, what was his name? Vayhak, before he got redone.
No. I don't think Vayhak ever dropped Oberon.
No, the original Vayhak. The crappy mod.
Oh no, sorry. Yes, you are right. There was a window when, because that originally dropped Trinity, and then they moved Trinity to the double boss, and then they put him on that. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
That was old Star Chart. I don't think that.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah, that's where he should have remained, because
then they put Hydroid on Hydroid on Vayhak.
Yes.
Put Vayhak on Earth, and the keys to Vayhak on Ceres.
On the new mob that they brought out for the new melee system, which didn't work because the mob just died, and then everyone did desecrate on him.
Yep.
Anyway, Graph 2.
Graph 2. How do you feel about Oberon as a healer? 0% said negative. 11% said I don't use Oberon as a healer. 37% said neutral, and 53% said positive.
Cool.
Right. Then the next one is, how do you feel about Oberon as a...
Oh, no. Are we on 3, are we?
3, yeah. How do you feel about Oberon as a damage dealer? 11% said negative. 21% said I don't use Oberon as a damage dealer. 26% said positive, and 42% said neutral.
Oh, we ran out of life support. I just know.
GG. So it feels that the majority of players would rather have Oberon as a healer than a damage dealer. I'm completely in agreement with that one.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if you have any comments before you want to move on to the next one.
No.
All right. Then the next one is, do you think Arc Melee is being forgotten? 100% said yes. Right? That was kind of surprising. Yeah. But
well, it has been.
Maybe...
I can't remember who put it in the comments, but the old... I feel I'm forgetting something, the 3.5 men, or 2.5 men.
Yeah.
If you didn't remember, it probably wasn't important. And it's like, yeah.
And then the last graph is: do you like the idea of arc melee being used to make large/huge enemies vulnerable? So this was an idea we threw about with
we did
last week. 5% said that they didn't care, 16% said no, and 79% said yes. So
very good.
We are clearly fixing Warframe, all of it. You know, we know what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Wait for Xeno and Loz's what's called cut of New War, where where there'll be 25 minutes of slow mo.
The Tenno Clock cut. Tenno Clock cut. Oh dear.
The Tenno cut. Just say the Tenno cut is easier.
The clock cut.
and there will be 30
T-clock
minutes.
cut.
There will be 30 minutes at the end where you just wish you had that time back, and there will be horrendously bad CG1 character where the TV series involving that same character was so much better on much tighter shoestring budget.
And we'll redo the CG on Error and give him like loads of little mini spikes all over his body.
Oh yeah, and they vibrate.
Yes. Yep. It'd be so good. Right. Next button.
Right. Supporter questions. Unfortunately, this week there are no supporter questions. Hands up. I forgot to put out the poll. Honestly, this week has been pure hell
Same,
for work, and yeah, we've just been unable to. So
We
next
haven't
week,
been able to. Yes, we'll return
double supporter questions.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, every time I fuck up.
Okay, well, community responses. So we have got people responding to last week's episode, so I will pick out a few of them. So we've got Strombus Shell. I don't use Oberon very much, usually just for weekly clem mission when Nora puts that in Nightwave rotation. I could see the Ghoul Saw usable for Necromex, maybe two-handed katanas, hammers, and the Galtine family too. As long as it's easy for DE to implement, they've already got enough on their plate. And lastly, I just want to say I appreciate the graph segment. I think it's cool. Memes and shoutouts too. Good job, guys. You work hard and it shows. Well, I want to say Xeno's done a very good job of overhauling all the interfaces and doodads and widgets and mechanisms and oiled the gears and tightened the springs.
Hey, wait until you get like Apache and PHP installed, and then I can actually get the thing to do the bloody timestamps for me.
Ah, yes, we'll have to do that at some point. Right, next, Peter Graver at Loz. About the arc melee weapons, I remember DE Steve making mention to arc melee getting its rework when they do modular arc wings, though I 100% agree with you that arc melee should be able to be equipped with Necromex. That's interesting. Thank you, Peter Graver, on that, because those are kind of really like choice things, remembering when they get mentioned on it. Yeah, that does feel right. Modular arc rings. What happened with that, yeah? Maybe that's what's going to happen in New War. They're going to be like, oh, we've completely redone arc wings. I don't know how they do it.
We heard the messages of that one British twat that kept on saying,
we pulled the camera back.
And
we gave it a proper movement system, and we put proper melee systems in, and we made it modular and really awesome, and gave it a sensible introduction to the game. Then look, it works. Nick Evans says layout is great. Loz needs an exorcist. That's just general. I mean, that would probably be a good start. Work out from there.
Wait, what? An exorcist?
And I need an exorcist. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if it means I need to be exorcised or I need an exorcism cast on me, or I just need an exorcist just to be with me at all times, just off screen. You know, nice exorcist. Good job, exorcist.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. I think it was the fact I was screaming about the font in the last episode. Right, Autoria Faith. Regarding how I feel about Oberon being moved to Railjack, negative for me. If it made sense, sure. But Oberon, the druid/paladin, in space? The frame always had the theme of dealing with Earth, plants, deers. You get the idea. Where the fuck does space fit in within its theme? Make Hydroid thanks to... maybe Hydroid thanks to being a pirate. Space pirate, like the Treasure Planet animated movie. And that's also how Railjack was kind of like, oh, you get to be space pirate buccaneers again. You know, that's kind of... But the only reason Sevagoth I think it fits the theme, is thanks to how they tied it to the Davy Jones kind of quest. Even the description mentioned him being lost to the void. Nothing about how he is related to Railjack. As for Oberon being harder to farm than Wisp, I disagree. They're mainly thanks to the fact that the boss for Wisp is an annoying turd. Whereas Oberon just requires you to kill those dumb Xmas enemies. Those Manics were always fun to kill, just wish they had better drops than Oberon parts.
No. But the problem now is that
Yeah, but now it's not on those, yeah.
Yeah, it's now on stupid missions in Railjack.
Yeah.
Okay.
JJ24, how do you feel about Oberon being moved to Railjack? Please comment why. Neutral. Oh, I need to just quickly reduce that so I can read the rest of it. Neutral. Railjack needs more rewards in it. More farming spots is good. Oberon only shifted spots, not added. I don't see why we can't have multiple places to farm each Warframe. Integrate Railjack with the rest of the player's progression, not this half and half, optional but mandatory but still optional joke. More options is good. I think that's a really good point from JJ24.
I really like the message of maybe put him there because there's a reward for doing it. I disagree with the mentality of having multiple places to farm the Warframe only because path of least resistance, right? People are going to go for the easiest option. If the easiest option is to just go farm Xmas units on a sortie.
I see what you're saying. So if there's an easier method that you're likely to gain access to before Railjack, everyone will just have it, get it, and then say, why is this Oberon also dropping in Railjack? 100% of people go get it at that earlier location.
Yeah. It's like Valban, right? Perfect example, Valban. Valban was only accessible for the longest time on alerts. They then put him as part of the reward system of Gravidius Dilemma. That's how I got Valban. I was going to do the alert.
That was just basically
in the morning.
That's basically it was a new pseudo alert event. So that really was still alerts, really.
True, but the alerts that mission lasted I don't know how long.
Yeah, but it wasn't after the invasion system, which is what that was implemented. They didn't put Valban on. He was still stuck on alerts.
Yes, I completely agree with you. But that's how the majority of the people that we knew got Valban. They just went and actually got him from Gravidius Dilemma.
Yeah.
You know, because he was so much easier.
Well, he was also the frame that you actually was fully justified in buying if you wanted him.
Yeah, true.
Right, that's it for the community responses. So we're now going to move on to the memes. The memes. So, actually, before I start the memes, I just want to... in fact, I can check it in game, can't I? I'll check something. Is this totally right? I'm just... before this meme comes up, I just want to check that. Yes, this is right. Okay, so memes. All these memes are from the r/memeframe subreddit. Do check them out. Links will be in the description below. They make some really good memes, and we have to do it. And such as meme number 1. What? Mag Gauss helmet. Gauss Mag helmet.
Yep.
Checks out. What? Why?
I'm aware of this.
Really?
Yeah. Not to say old news, but yeah, no, I've been aware of this for a long time.
Okay. But number 2, Pain. Trying to get Valborn Prime on the Switch version.
I think going back to this, like they made the Mag Gauss helmet absolutely ages ago.
Yes.
Right. And then tongue in cheek, they made the Gauss Mag helmet.
Yes, I guess. Yeah.
So anyway.
Still, I was like, I do look at it and go like, okay, yeah. Right, meme number 2, Pain. Trying to get Valborn Prime on the Twitch version. Now 9,000 Cryotic, 7,000 Oxium, 559 Plat just to buy from Warframe.market. Ouch.
Oof. Big
meme number 3. Please buff Stug Alt Fire DE. I'm the worst, says the Prova. No, I am, says the Stug. Amateurs. What was that plug? Amateurs. Stug Alt Fire.
Stug Alt Fire.
Gotta love Stug. Stug's gonna Stug.
Stug's gonna Stug.
Stug's gonna Stug. Right, meme number 4. I had to decide between this format, I will allow it, and they had us in the first half, not gonna lie. We're cancelling this month's dev stream, says DE. Angry players raise pitchforks. Because we're busy gathering money to donate to cancer research. Players happy. It's true. It's true. We're like, why is it? Because we're gathering money. That's right. This is good. This is good. This is good to use. This is good. Yeah.
Yep.
Meme number 5. What is this? A freaking Monster Hunter weapon tree? The 4 horsemen of the Cernos family. Rapid fire, shotgun, weak dots galore, and huge AoE.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bows in Warframe are just becoming Monster Hunter. It's ridiculous.
Yep. And
finally, when you've been playing Warframe for so long, I'm wondering, why do I have so many mods? There are around 1,227 mods existing in the game, including flawed variants, but excluding unveiled Riven mods. This count includes 163 common, 362 uncommon, 2 peculiar, 682 rare, which include 9 amalgam, 9 requiem, 8 Riven veiled, 9 galvanized, 5 unique stanch mods exclusive to certain exalted weapons, and 55 legendary. The unobtainable fusion core and ancient fusion cores. Expectations. Over 1,000 mods? Awesome! There must be a big variety of builds. Reality. No diversity allowed. The original on that should be no fun allowed. Do you know where that's from?
Oh shit, I recognise it. What's it from?
It's a Sonic the Hedgehog comic.
Yes!
One of Dr. Robotnik's mods is no fun allowed. But no, when it comes to builds, no diversity allowed.
Yep.
There we go. That is it for the memes of the week. So now we're going to move on to the community shoutouts. At the end of the episodes of Xeno, we'll have found 6 lovely cool things on Twitter, and we'll see what it is. So starting with number 1.
Right, so the first one is Grenier Spider Lady by Sprinker.
In the spirit of Halloween, I felt like doing a fun character line. Haven't come up with any headcanon lore yet, so maybe I'll update the following post. This from do you remember? Oh God, we even had them. Do you remember we had somebody did a cool design like this, and we had them on?
Yeah, Sprinker.
Is that this person?
It's the same person.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
We should have them on. Have we had them on before?
Yes.
But it was very similar to this design.
It wasn't this close to their original design. It was more like they were on a pillar with like small robotic feet at the bottom kind of thing. Whereas this one's got like much. And I also like the fact that under the loincloth there are
crotch
2 more
cape.
legs. Yeah, the crotch cape. There's 2 more legs.
Wait, no, that's the actual Grenier. It can in the next image you can see that can get out and walk, and it's sort of like that's just how they sit in it. Yeah. So their legs are there, and then they unfold, and in the second image they top right they walk. So it's like palanquin. I don't know what you're gonna call it, like a weird platform to sit on. That, but it is really cool. I would love to see this in game because it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What they can walk. Yeah, look at the image in the top right of the second.
Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
And the legs unfold. You see this diagram of it.
I'm with you.
I would love to see this because it would show. One of the things I always wanted to see was how the story was going to compress, and this looks interesting because it would. I think this would fit perfectly, and the design is so good because it looks almost like the corpus ape the original Orokin designs. So you've got things like the fusion mower, which has the thing on the back which it comes off. The way that this has the sort of thing on the back again, this is almost like the Grenier have taken the designs. They've also found designs for the fusion mower, and they've come up with their own concept of it. So it does have the same shape of something on the back, which looks like it would detach, but instead it's used as a platform for the person to come off of. I love this. I would love to see more. Because one of the things at the start of the game is you've got the seer. You've got Vor. This is the thing. I hate the fact that they didn't expand Vor's storyline. They could have done so much with it. It's like he was the first Grenier that was trying to combine Orokin technology with Grenier technology, and obviously that is a mashing of heads. It's not like the Corpus where it's almost they could use Corpus technology almost seamlessly. It would just integrate well with what they've already got. In fact, most of the stuff is Orokin technology just gussied up. Whereas the Grenier, it was really like, I'm ham-fisting these together to make a new thing, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be mine. And we never see it. That was never expanded upon, so it's such a shame. Instead, he got chopped in 2. Anyway, so I should stop. That's such a good design. I love it. I could have that by war.
Moving on.
Right, move to 2. There we go.
Number
Being
2,
unfair, these other pieces of awesome art.
How Do You Like Me Now by Ahi.
Gara, probably.
So this is, what was it, Day 28 Glassmaker?
Oh, it's his prison.
Yep, it's Nahil's prison.
Right. That's awesome. He's tapping on the glass. Lovely.
Yep.
She's tapping on the glass. So yeah.
Anyway. The third one is Operator and Kubro by Undead Masquerade.
While my Harrow might be an avid cat dad, my Tenno is more into the Kubro, so I decided to draw him with his very first pup, who happened to be the smallest Kubro variant you could get. I like the small ones.
Yep.
That's cool. Yep. I don't know, I get Varian Vern, that haircut vibes with it. Rin.
Yeah.
Rin.
No, Rin. Sorry. Number 4 is Day 24 Melee by Inbu Muck.
The original Monster Hunter weapon in Warframe. It was It was too big to be called a sword. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Indeed, it was a heap of raw iron. Berserk. Berserk. Right, what's next?
Number 5 is so this is Warframe pins by Lisella. Right now, this was a congratulations to someone who actually won all the pins. But looking at seeing all these prime pins and everything, it just like these were physically made, right? And they just look stunning. I like them all, and I especially like the Excalibur Prime, Excalibur Umbra pin.
Oh, so it's an Excalibur Prime body with an Umbra head.
No. It's, it's a card. You swap it, flip it over.
Oh,
yeah, they're both heads, but you rotate it to put one on top, one on the bottom.
See, I like that because it's an appreciation of the fact that Umbra is the Excalibur Prime for everyone. I'm sorry, we're not. I know, they're never going to give out Excalibur Prime, so these are so good. Why does DE not hire this person to do?
Well, there is like an agreement that to a certain extent you are allowed to sell stuff like this.
I know, no, yeah, I know that, but like if it right, when it comes to TennoCon stuff, I often like the last few years, especially being digital, I look through the offerings they have, and I'm like, do I want to buy any of this stuff? If a pin set like this was available, I'd buy it immediately. I'd love this.
Yeah.
This be an instant purchase for me. I mean, I was like umming and ahhing over the Excalibur Noggle, and I was like, I'm not. But like small metal thing, I am a sucker for small metal things. It just, I'm not a fan of dust collectors, and they're pins. They have a use. You could change out one every week and have a different pin. I just, in fact, I'd buy 2 sets. I'd buy one to keep in posterity and one to wear a different pin every week. I just, look at this, so good. Amazing. Yep.
And then the final community shout out is number 6, Game of Spook by Mushkin.
Right, so we've got a 7.
So this is a full panel comic. You'll have to go into the description, find the link to this in order to see the punchline.
There's only one mistake with this.
Okay.
The image you've got up. I mean, I appreciate that's where most people believe the Sevagoth mouth is. I find it more horrific when it's in the nose cone. Do you remember that one image that was like, where should the mouth be? It's like the nose going, That's where it should be. Yep. Right. That is it. Let me clear that.
Yeah, so that is it for the community shoutouts. We're done with this episode. A bit of a shorter episode this week. I think it's just mostly because we're waiting for the Never War, the new war.
The Never War.
Yes,
actually. So how do you feel about that? So we'll round off just before I push the outro button. So we know coming soon.
In all honesty, I appreciate the fact that they didn't force a dev stream, because you don't want to spoil any narrative, you don't want to spoil any plot. What can you fucking talk about?
Well, that's the thing. If they want to keep it so tight-chested, then they just cancel it for now. But at the same time, it is kind of sad because Warframe always used to be about the feeling of the
transparency,
and that the fans were almost part of the development process. Things like moving the Lassettes on the loading screen was because somebody asked for it on a dev stream, and Steve went yes. How much fun, you know? I love that. In fact.
No, keep going.
Playing Metro Prime, and it has the loading screen when you teleport, and you just have to see Samus sitting there. I just love to push random buttons and have her do random things. But she's just static. Yeah. But I would love to see random things happening. Like, you push random things, and she like checks her console, or like, you know, just her helmet. It'd be funny. But you can't do anything like that.
I'm feeling the stagnation of Warframe. Warframe's seen little action for a while now. You know, half of this year has been oh god, not desolate's not the right word, but it's been quiet. It's been too quiet, and I just want the new war to come out. I want it to be good, and I want it to go back to we can talk about things now. Yeah, you know. But at the same time, like if DE were to turn around during November and say, really sorry, we need another 2 months before we can release New War. New War will not hit until February 1st, 2022. I'd much rather let them do that than have something like Cyberpunk 2077 where the game wasn't ready, right? I'd much rather them turn around and say, we need more time, right? Than try and force something out that wasn't ready for reception. And Warframe has a track record of releasing these big updates, and there's still being issues that seep through, right? But you know, what can you do?
Oh, definitely. At this point, if they ask for a delay, I'm like, just fine. I expect it. I'm partly expecting it to slip till early next year. In fact, no. If it slips till next year, it'll be February, because January is always very slow for them. And
yeah. Well, I would forgive them in a heartbeat for it, because, and I think a lot of players wouldn't. I think it's really important to respect the fact that, I mean, if they want 2 more months to release something that, I mean, here's the big thing. They have yet to turn around and say when they're releasing it. They've never said when they're releasing it, right?
Yeah.
They are, we are hearing what we want to hear. The fact that they're planning on doing a dev stream in November would indicate that it would be towards the end of November, December.
I think the wording was this: whenever they do the one in November, this will be the last dev stream before the release of New War. So if they do do it mid-November, and then they're like, oh, because we plan to release it late November, I mean, unless they go back on their word, they wouldn't have another dev stream till they release it, even if it got pushed to February, by that logic, you know.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with that. You know? But if it's a case of, we can't talk about anything, no, just cancel that dev stream.
Yeah, do you know, the thing I'm actually most wanting with New War is for it to be out and over, so we can just go back to old dev streams. I can go back to Steve coming on, sitting on the couch and like saying about what his awesome idea or some new graphic engine or something he's excited about, instead of this, because ever since TennoCon, I just felt like he's been, I think it's self-inflicted, I think, as well. I think he's muzzled himself a bit because he wants to hold back. He wants it to be a big reveal. He doesn't want to build up the expectation on this one, and because I think, you know, because
the community is going to do it for him.
Oh yeah. But so we're just gonna have to wait and be a few more weeks, hopefully, before we get that dev stream. You know, I think maybe we'll have some guests on soon, hopefully. So we'll have that to talk to. We can talk to some people. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Right. Cool. Well, let's sign off
push
here.
That outro button. Where is it?
Yep.
There.
Cool.
And there's some Patreon supporters. There's some very good people.
Yep.
Some very nice people. Look at those names.
Yep.
Good names. Good names. Actually, I should give you $1 so I can get my name. There's the best. Find the best name. There's the best name. There you go. Yep.
I need to explore that anime Arbiters. I was planning on doing it last week, but
no. Okay. Well, on that note,
happen.
We'll see everyone next week for more 10 o'clock.
Bye.
And there's a stop button.